All right, let's dive right in, starting at the very beginning of the cosmic cycle with Ashwini. This is the first of the 27 nakshatras in Vedic astrology, and it's known as the Star of Beginnings. You know, the initial spark that gets everything going.
But what does that really mean, the spark of creation? What does it actually feel like? I mean, think about it. That pure, raw, unfiltered energy of a brand new start. The very first impulse, the first idea, the first move. That's the powerful, potent energy we're going to explore today. So Ashwini marks the absolute first step in the whole celestial cycle. We're talking from 0 degrees, the very, very beginning, all the way to 13.20 degrees within the constellation of Aries. It is quite literally the starting line of the entire zodiac. And this is a brilliant way to understand its core idea. I mean, just picture it. Millions of sperm are racing, but only one, the fastest, the most driven, breaks through to create new life. That swift, unstoppable impulse, that right there is the very essence of Ashwini. It's all about being first and initiating life itself. And this inherent power, it actually has a name. Shidra Vyapyani Shakti. It basically translates to the power to quickly get what you're after. Just think back to that sperm reaching the egg. That's the energy we're talking about. Immediate action and super rapid results.
Okay, so where does all this dynamic, speedy energy come from? Well, it's rooted in a really fascinating origin story. To truly get a handle on Ashwini, you have to meet its rulers, the celestial twins known as the Ashwini Kumaras. So the story goes like this. Sanjana, who was the sun god's wife, just couldn't handle his intense heat and brilliance. So she escapes to Earth and disguises herself as a mare to hide out. But the sun god, Surya, he eventually finds her. And get this, he takes the form of a stallion to be with her. And from this sacred exchange of their breath, nostril to nostril, the twin gods, the Ashwini Kumaras, were born. And this is a really crucial detail, because they were born from prana, the life force breath itself. They are considered prana devatas. This literally makes them masters of the vital force that animates every single living thing. So you can probably see where this is going, right? This unique origin story directly shapes their main role in the cosmos. I mean, with their mastery over life force, it's really no surprise they became the physicians of the gods, the ultimate divine healers. They're not just any doctors either. They're actually credited as the pioneers of Ayurveda, the ancient science of life. Their specialties include some pretty incredible stuff, like rejuvenation, a practice called Kaya Kalpa, which is all about reversing aging, and even restoring eyesight, helping us literally see the world in a new way. And here's a fascinating little connection. Because they were born from the nostrils of horses, they have a special mastery over healing the ear, nose, and throat. You know, one of their most famous stories is about how they restored the youth of an elderly sage named Shavana Rishi. They used this special herbal formula, which you might actually know today as Chawan Prash, and they made him young and vital again. This really cemented their reputation as miracle workers. Now, this whole theme of twins is really important. It builds into this powerful concept of duality and speed. Ashwini is never just about one thing. It's always about this dynamic dance between two complementary forces. The twins basically represent the two sides of existence. You have one twin who embodies the seen world, daytime, life, creation, that solar energy, and the other embodies the unseen world, night, death, destruction, the lunar energy. So Ashwini holds the balance between these opposites, covering the entire spectrum from the first spark of creation all the way to its end. And this duality isn't just a myth, it's literally written in the stars. If you look up at the night sky, you'll see the Ashwini constellation is marked by two prominent bright stars, Hamal and Shuratan. It's like a cosmic echo of the divine twins. And of course, the main symbol for Ashwini is the horse's head. This is all about unmatched speed, a deep, deep love for freedom, and a relentless drive to just keep moving forward. Ashwini energy just can't be contained. It has to run, it has to explore, it has to be the first. Okay, so that's the ancient wisdom, but how does this powerful energy actually show up today? Well, we can see Ashwini in action all around us, from our calendars to the jobs people choose. So it's absolutely no coincidence that when the sun moves into Ashwini around April 14th every year, it marks the solar new year for a ton of cultures in India. Festivals like Vishu, Putandu, and Baisakhi are all celebrating the sun's entry into the star of new beginnings. It's a literal cosmic reset button. This energy also maps onto some very specific modern jobs. The natural healer archetype, that becomes our doctors, our paramedics, our therapists. The bold pioneer, those are the innovators, entrepreneurs, and groundbreaking surgeons. The swift messenger is seen in broadcasters and couriers. And of course, the fearless rider shows up as our pilots, race car drivers, and explorers of all kinds. A perfect real-world example is a guy named Harvey Cushing. He's often called the father of modern neurosurgery. He was a true pioneer, breaking new ground in his field, which perfectly embodies Ashwini's connection to healing, the head, and being first. And how about this one? Samuel Morse. He completely revolutionized communication with the telegraph and Morse code, letting messages fly across huge distances almost instantly. It's a perfect modern example of that swift messenger energy of Ashwin.
So, Ashwini is the beginning, the healer, the pioneer, and the swift messenger. It's that raw, untamed energy of initiation that sets everything else in motion. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. If Ashwini is the spark of all creation, what powerful impulse is just waiting to be ignited inside of you?